Hello, everyone. Welcome to the region guessing tier list here. So we have all these countries here, and we're going to be region guessing them based on how fun they are to region guess. S being the most fun, D being the least fun. And there's going to be no F tiers. I don't absolutely hate region guessing any of these countries, but some will clearly be worse than others, and we'll find out where my opinions lie on that in this video. I would do have something to say. I'm not going to be ranking all of these. I'm just going to be ranking the ones that I actually have an opinion on. Like, no offense to like Estonia or anything, but it's so small, for example, that like I just don't really have an opinion on like region guessing it that much. And that goes for basically everything like around the bottom half of this. So we're only going to be ranking countries that are either pretty large or that I have like some kind of, opinion on. Um, but yeah, so let's start with Canada, I guess. Seems to be the first one here. And it's kind of funny that we're going to start with kind of a hot take, probably. I don't think Canada is very fun to region guess. Um, I think if you study the basics, it's pretty easy to get the state most of the time, right? Or you have these impossible forest locks that are just completely lame and just, throw everything off. Um, the car metas are horrible. You have a lot of car seasonal stuff. I don't think it's as diverse as some other countries when it comes to landscapes. Um, so, yeah, I don't know. Kind of a D tier. I'm not really feeling it. It's probably one of my least favorite in the game, um, to be honest. But next we got Colombia. So let's go to the positives here. Colombia, very beautiful country for one. Not that Canada isn't. Canada's beautiful as well, but Colombia, very beautiful. Um, and I think it's kind of cool that you can line up a lot of like mountain ridges and that kind of stuff in Colombia. So I think that's pretty cool. The car metas are a lot easier than Canada. So yeah, I think we're gonna go C on this one. I still don't love it. Honestly, I don't like love region guess Colombia necessarily, but I like it. I think it's decent, honestly. So we'll put it in C. Next we have Ecuador. I was deciding whether or not to put this one on here because yeah, I'm don't know much about Ecuador region guessing, and I don't know. So I might put it in C, probably below Colombia, but yeah, we'll just put it there. I think it's like big enough to where I can include it in this tier list, but yeah. Um, Next we have Chile. I think Chile is decent, but I don't like love it necessarily. Like I did a learnable Chile stream a long time ago, and haven't really used most of those. There are some cool landscapes. There's some cool like vegetation architecture metas, but I don't think it really stacks up compared to a lot of other countries out there. Um, that being said, I think it's a B tier. I moderately enjoy region guessing Chile, but yeah, I don't love it. So next we have Finland. Finland is probably pretty bad, honestly, but I don't know too much about how to region guess it. You can at least get a vibe for like north and south, so that's decent. But I'm feeling a C on this one. Much less interesting probably than a lot of other ones. Is this D actually? Like, is it really better than Canada? Is it really better than Canada? That's a tough one. Okay, I literally had to think about it for a very long time. I actually think it is worse than Canada just because there aren't as many landscapes and stuff, and like there's not much of anything you can really do in Finland as far as I'm aware. So yeah, and I don't know. I would just rather region guess Canada actually. I think it's probably more fun to region guess Canada. But yeah. All right, next we have Bangladesh. And Bangladesh actually has some fun region guessing metas, honestly. I think it's weirdly pretty fun. I don't know why. And because of that, I'll probably put it in B. And I'm gonna go below Chile, I think. I don't think it's quite big or diverse enough as Chile, for example, to really get that high, but I think it's pretty cool and pretty fun, like simple little metas. So, but yeah, let's go to Ghana next. I think this is Ghana. I'm pretty sure this one's Senegal. So, yeah, Ghana. It's okay. It's very okay. You have oil palms in the south, very like kind of tropical looking, and then in the north it's a lot drier, more deserty. I think it's fine. Uh, Probably a C tier for me. I don't like it as much as Colombia. It's not. It's about equal with Ecuador, probably. Maybe a little better. We'll go a little better than Ecuador. Next is Senegal. Senegal, I'm gonna go probably a B tier. There's a lot of car metas you can learn. It's kind of fun, but they're not like too hard. There are a decent amount of landscapes, or I guess like two main ones. There's like the desert and the tropical area, so I guess it's not that many. Um, but you can learn a lot of roads. You can learn a lot of different areas. So yeah, probably like a low B. I'm feeling worse than Bangladesh maybe. Um, but yeah. Also, now that I'm looking at it, we're gonna bump Colombia up to B and Senegal down to C because I think that's more accurate. Honestly, I think Colombia deserves it. It's just such a very like beautiful country. So, all right, next let's go to Germany. Germany, without thinking much about it, is probably not gonna be very high for me. Um, like besides some of the architecture meadows like Brick being Northwest and stuff like that, I just don't like it at all. Um, and so I think we're gonna give it a solid D tier. We're gonna put it below Canada. And don't like region guessing it. Not very fun. We'll put it above Finland though. There's at least a few things I can think of there. So, yep. France. I think France is okay. Um, yeah, just okay really. I mean, I like Brittany architecture. I like the Southwest kind of looks more like Spain. Uh, you got the mountains in the South in general. It's all right. Um, we'll put it maybe top of C. That's kind of what I'm feeling. I think top of C is fair. Yeah, let's go with that. Indonesia, we have our first probably S tier. Yeah, I just think it's really fun, guys. Like you might be saying in the comments, like, okay, it's impossible. Like there are so many locks that are impossible, and yeah, kind of. But I feel like there's so much just like fun in these like small little metas that you can like parse out, and these small like vegetation clues and all that kind of stuff. And like I don't know, I think it's just very fun. Um, like you can't deny that like just how fun it is to region guess Indonesia. Like come on, like there's so many landscapes, there's so many plants, there's so many architecture metas, there's so many poles that are like intricately designed and just I don't know. It's an easy S tier for me. There's no question for me. But yeah, India. This is another S tier, I think. Honestly, there's just so many different pole architecture, vegetation meadows, kind of like Indonesia actually. So many landscapes. It's not good that it's shit cam, but yeah, I think it's a pretty easy S tier, and yeah, I just think it's really fun. Honestly, I think India is very fun. There's also a lot of language stuff too. I mean, that's also pretty cool, and probably one of the countries with the least amount of car meta, so that's kind of cool. We'll put it lower than Indonesia, but I think India is very fun. Next we have Japan. Japan is a country where you can almost memorize everything. You can memorize the poles, transformers, pole plates, the diamonds, the walls, the manholes. Like you can learn everything, um, and I like that about it a lot. And I think it's very fun to region guess. Um, Guys, I'm feeling another S tier. Honestly, I think Japan's actually an S tier. I honestly think it is. Even the vibe space rounds, there are vibe based stuff that you can do with it. So we're gonna put it in S tier. It's pretty low though. It's pretty low S tier probably. Next is Italy. Yeah, I don't enjoy this one very much. Um, yeah, nah, nah, I'm not feeling it. We're gonna go below Canada. I think that's fair. All right, next is South Korea. Um, yeah, I didn't know whether to include this one on the list or not. Like it's pretty small and pretty hard to region guess. So hard, in fact, that I think I have to put it in D, but it's probably unfair because I don't know anything about it. So I'll admit that I'm putting in D, but it's probably pretty unfair. So yeah. Next is Kenya. I think Kenya is pretty fun, but it's not amazing. There's a lot of like really really hard kind of like urban roulette kind of stuff, and just I don't know. It kind of feels like a B to me. Surprised there's not a lot of A's so far. Like where are the A's? Where are the A tiers? I'm gonna put Kenya in B though. It might be better than Chile. Eh, nah, nah, probably not. Let's go there. Next we have Malaysia. Malaysia's decent, but at the same time, like, probably is one of the hardest 50-50s in the game between like Borneo and like mainland. So that's kind of horrible. And for that alone, I mean, I don't really know if we can get much higher than C. I think I'm gonna put it in C. I'm not really feeling it too much. Yeah, we'll go below Ecuador. I'm not really feeling it too much. There are like lamp stuff and like more detailed like I don't know. There's so much detail. I don't even know. Maybe I should learn Malaysia sometime soon because admittedly I don't know anything about it exactly. So Australia, uh, you guys might be surprised by this. Like Australia is kind of fun to region guess, and it's not like too bad. So you know, it's probably a B. If we're being honest, it's probably a B. I think it's very difficult, and I don't always love it, but it's kind of a B. We'll go hmm. Yeah, I like Kenya about as much as I like Australia in terms of region guessing. Eh, just for all the pain it's caused me, we'll go below Kenya. So yeah, but it's pretty fun. It's not too bad. So I'll lighten up a little bit. New Zealand is a little bit less fun, maybe because it's smaller and it just feels less satisfying to cook somehow. I don't know. Um, Probably gonna go like here. No, it's Colombia's got to be higher. Maybe France has to be higher even. Uh, nah, nah, we'll put it higher than France in B tier. Mongolia. Now this one might be the first A. Like, there's a lot of cool areas, a lot of cool landscapes, a lot of memorizable roads, a lot of memorizable towns. And while I'm not the most amazing at it, I think it's really cool. It kind of has a nice balance between, everything's memorizable, but also you're seeing like a lot of cool different landscapes and that kind of stuff. So yeah, and it's not as hard as some other countries as well. So it's kind of nice. We'll put it in A tier. I like it quite a bit. Next is Mexico. I think Mexico's actually pretty fun to region guess, but I don't always love it, and it's kind of annoying at times. Just really hard locks, but um, kind of feeling a B tier. It might be top of B, might be top of B, and maybe for that reason we could put it in A temporarily. We'll put it in A hesitantly. We'll hesitantly put it in A. I want these to be a little balanced, hopefully. Norway. Hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry, Truzeric. Not really feeling it. Not really feeling it. It's okay. It's probably a C tier. Not really a D, but it's probably a C. Um, it's a little better than Malaysia, probably. Is it better than Ecuador? Eh, probably not. Nigeria. Nigeria's pretty fun. Surprisingly fun, honestly. Like, there's a lot of cool car metas. There's a lot of like roads you can memorize and just kind of, I don't know. It's honestly decent, but there's also a lot of really hard rounds that are just kind of very ambiguous. So I'm kind of feeling around Chile and Kenya probably. Yeah, it's probably less fun than Kenya. Honestly, I'd probably rather region guess Nigeria than Australia though. Yeah, I would. I would. All right, Philippines. Yeah, Philippines is fun, but I just lack a lot of the meta knowledge for it. It's pretty vibeable, weirdly though. Somehow, I don't know. Um, it's fine. It's like probably around Bangladesh for me. Maybe a little lower. Yeah, maybe a little lower. Might be lower than Colombia even. Yeah, we'll put it there. We'll put it there. Okay, next we got Peru. Yeah, we'll put it. It's better than Italy. uh, it's probably here. Honestly, I don't like Peru at all. It's just so annoying. Um, just random as hell. Russia. Russia is an A tier for sure. It's probably not S tier just because of the urban locations. That's probably the only reason that I'm not gonna put it in S tier. But I really like region guessing it. It's really fun. Very memorizable, which is cool. And yeah, a lot of landscapes, a lot of cool landscapes, and yeah, definitely an A tier for me. Next we got Romania or Chad, but it's probably Romania. Um, Romania is fine. I don't know that much about it, so that doesn't really help. But I'll go, around here, something. It's better than Norway. Probably better than Ecuador. It's better than Ghana. Is it better than Ghana? Yes, probably. What about Senegal? Hmm, yeah. Well, no. No, maybe it's not. Okay. Let's go to Poland. Poland is atrocious, honestly. Pretty atrocious. I think we're gonna go probably D tier on this one. Yeah, it's way too hard, and I don't know. At least you have phone codes, I guess. Sometimes you see those. It's probably worse than Germany. Worse than Peru. Probably worse than. Is it worse than South Korea and Finland though? You know what? You can't even latitude guess it like Finland though. You can't even do that. Yeah, we're gonna put it at the bottom. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Poland. Spain, surprisingly quite fun. I like it a lot better than France. It might be top of B, honestly. I think Spain region guessing is pretty fun. Um, I don't know if it's better than Chile though. Yeah, honestly, we're maybe Chile is an A tier just because we're speaking so highly of it. We'll put an A just to not crowd things up, and then we'll put Spain in top of B. I think that's fair. South Africa, while I don't love it, you can like line up a lot of ridges and stuff, which I'm finding kind of cool, and there are some cool roads that you can learn and stuff like that. I don't think it's very fun, but yeah, it's feeling like kind of a C or something to me. But maybe a high C, like maybe like above France, seems reasonable, I think. But yeah, I mean South Africa is very pretty and yeah, it's got some cool stuff going for it. I just don't particularly like it, and there's a lot of regions that look very similar, and I don't know. Sweden, Sweden is definitely better than Finland when it comes to region guessing, but it's still not that great. It's just too hard. We're gonna go around Ghana, maybe. It might be better than Ghana. Yeah, yeah, sure. We'll put it there. Next we have Thailand. I think Thailand's all right, just all right, and I don't really know where to put it. It's probably kind of a low C, probably. It's better than Malaysia. Nah. Actually, it's pretty similar to Malaysia. Like a lot of the like basic areas are like pretty like on the easier side to get most of the time, but getting more detailed stuff pretty hard. Uh, I don't know. It doesn't have the diabolical 50-50 that Malaysia has, so we'll put it higher, but not so sure about that. All right, UK. UK might be my least favorite country to region guess in the entire game, but it might not be worse than Poland now that I think about it. I'm not really sure. At the same time, no, we're putting it lower than Poland. I just don't like it. I don't like anything about it. I don't like that it can be Scotland or the normal mainland area. I don't like that it can be Northern Ireland. There's not a lot of metas usually when it comes down to it, so I don't like it at all. It's annoying, and yeah, we're gonna put it last, I think. Um, Next we have Turkey. Turkey's pretty fun. I'm inclined to go B tier on this one. I think I would go B. A lot of cool landscapes, a lot of cool um, architecture metas. You could use red numbers sometimes. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I'm feeling on par with Chile, so maybe we put it in A tier. I'm feeling above Chile, to be honest. We'll go there. I think that's solid. Next, we got Brazil. We're actually getting close to the end of the tier list here, actually. But Brazil, I'm gonna put in S tier. I think it's probably one of my favorite countries in the game to region guess. It's not perfect. I think the car metas are horrible. Like they are atrocious to learn. Absolutely atrocious. Don't even try, honestly. Just try to look at the game and not at the car, honestly, for Brazil. Like that's all you need to do. Um, but yeah, it's just pretty fun when it comes to the vegetation, to the architecture, to the landscapes, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I just think it's really fun to region guess, and I don't have too much to say other than that. We'll probably put it below India though. I think India is a little bit more fun, just a little bit. All right, next we have Argentina. It looks like, and Argentina I'm gonna put in like probably D tier. I don't really like it that much at all. There's so many areas that look so similar. Like all of the western mountains are just a pain to region guess. You have like Buenos Aires, which is a huge province, all look similar. It looks similar to like even stuff kind of in the middle of the country. The whole south is just a hellhole to region guess. And the only thing I can say about it is there is like some stuff to memorize. There's some car meta. There's something you can do, but I don't enjoy it. So we're gonna go probably here, probably there. Yeah, yeah, we'll put it there. Uruguay, I like Uruguay a little more than Argentina, but it's really hard still. Like I don't know, it can't get very high for me. Yeah, we'll go there. We'll go bottom of C. Um, America. Now, call me out if I'm biased, being an American. Okay, I think America is probably one of my favorite countries in the game. Um, the coverage is very dense. There's just a lot of it, right? The West, you can like line up tons of ridges and stuff. There's like a healthy amount of car meta and all of it. There's so much like different landscapes and like diversity when it comes to just how the country looks. Um, and for moving, for moving, right? Like if you do get information in a region guessing type of round, there is like a lot of information that you can learn. There's tons of towns. There's tons of like state specific metas. There's tons of uh, phone codes, right? Like there's so many different things to use. There's so many like different plants as well. Like there's just a lot of stuff with the U.S. and even small things that I don't know about, honestly. So yeah, I think U.S. is top tier. Um, it's probably below Indonesia though for me. I think. Yeah, I think I enjoy region guessing Indo more, but U.S. is very very fun. So we're gonna put it there. Botswana. And I think Botswana is okay. I don't know much about it, so that kind of hurts. It's probably like a B tier though. I think it's fine. Probably below Philippines, below New Zealand. Yeah, I think that's probably good. All right, and then we have Bolivia. I think Bolivia is also kind of around Botswana, where it's just decent for me. Um, I'll probably put it there. Yeah, I don't really have too much to say about that one. And guys, I'm just not realizing Vietnam and Namibia are not on this tier list. Namibia would low key be A tier. I think Namibia is really fun. Like very memorizable. Very like you can memorize a lot of the towns. It's kind of like Mongolia. I'd probably place it very similar to Mongolia actually. Um, so yeah, it'd be around here somewhere. Maybe above actually. Maybe above. I think it'd be above Mongolia. For Vietnam, I think Vietnam's pretty fun actually. So I'd put that one probably lower A, maybe lower than Turkey. I think that feels right. Yeah, probably there. And for the last one, guys, we have Ukraine, and we are putting it number one. It's the best country in the game. I'm just kidding. I'm rage baiting you a little bit. It's probably top of A. Um, reason I'm not putting it top of S, there are a lot of urban locations that are really impossible and really stupid. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Russia in that sense where it does have impossible locations that you can't get, right? But it is very satisfying to just learn a ton of the roads in Ukraine and just like 5K them. And I can't say there's that much diversity in terms of landscape or anything, but I just really enjoy region guessing it, mostly because I can just 5K based off some stupid cloud meta or something like it. It's just silly, right? Um, reason I'm putting it above Russia, it's more learnable because it's smaller. That's literally it. Like, it is just smaller, so you can learn all the roads, you can learn a lot of different stuff, right? Um, but I'm not going to put it in S tier. I don't think it's an S tier country, and even though I have a lot of fun region guessing it, it's not quite in the S tier here. So yeah, but I'm sure that was very contentious, and I'm sure you guys disagree with a lot of these picks here. But tell me what you agree with, what you disagree with in the comments. But that'll be the final tier list there, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the tier list content. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you did. But anyways, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.